Welcome. Today we are exploring the fascinating world of infinite geometric series. Specifically, we will look at how it is possible to add up an infinite list of numbers and get a single, finite answer. This is a key concept in algebra, often visualized as summing smaller and smaller pieces. First, let's define what we are talking about. A geometric series is a sequence of numbers added together. The special rule here is that to get from one number to the next, you multiply by the exact same value every time. This value is called the common ratio. In the formula shown, I represents the starting number. It is important to distinguish between finite and infinite series. A finite series has a stopping point, like adding just 4 numbers. The sum is easy to calculate. An infinite series, however, goes on forever, represented by the 3 dots at the end. The big question is, can we add them all up? Surprisingly, sometimes we can. The secret to how these series behave lies in the common ratio, denoted by the letter r. You can find it by taking any term and dividing it by the one before it. In this example, each number is multiplied by 2 to get the next. 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, and so on. This ratio drives the growth or shrinkage of the series. Here is the most critical rule. For an infinite series to add up to a specific number, the absolute value of the ratio r must be strictly less than 1. This means r must be a fraction between -1 and +1. If this condition is met, the series converges. If r is 1 or greater, the numbers don't shrink fast enough, and the sum grows to infinity. Let's visualize this. Imagine a square with an area of 1. We fill half of it. Then, we add half of the remaining space, which is 1/4, then 1/8, and so on. As we keep adding smaller and smaller pieces, we fill up the square, but we never go outside it. This visually proves that the sum of 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/8 and so on equals exactly 1. When the condition is met, we use this simple yet powerful formula to find the sum. S equals a sub 1 divided by the quantity 1 minus r. Here, S is the sum, a sub 1 is the very first term of your series, and r is that common ratio we discussed. It's elegant and easy to use. Let's try a classic example, 1 plus 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/8. First, identify your first term, a sub 1 which is 1. Next, find the ratio. 1 times what gives you 1/2, the answer is 1/2. Since 1/2 is less than 1, we can use the formula. 1 divided by 1 minus 1/2 equals 1 divided by 1/2, which simplifies to 2. Here is a useful application. Converting repeating decimals to fractions. Take 0.333 repeating. This is actually the series 0.3 plus 0.03 and so on. The first term is 3/10. The ratio is 1/10. Plugging these into our formula gives us 3/10 divided by 9/10. The tenths cancel out, leaving 3/9, which simplifies to 1/3. To wrap up, remember these key points. A geometric series is defined by multiplying by a constant ratio r. An infinite sum only exists if that ratio is between -1 and 1. If it is larger, the series diverges. And finally, when it does converge, you can find the exact sum using the formula S equals a sub 1 over 1 minus r.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.